Huh? All right, who has the balls?
Kiss my ass, bitch! I'm immortal!
What's going on, guys? LoganJYA here, and I got a nice treat for you. We're back at it again with the Dragoon strategy, and we added some new spice to it. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I don't want to preface this too much. Check out this deck profile. I think you're going to love it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to upgrade the quality of my uploads, so I'm trying to do a little bit of an introduction. Yeah, guys, you have any questions about how the deck functions or anything you would do different, be sure to let me know. I'm always curious to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to join the stream down below, and shout out to Team YuGiOh. Let's get to it. What's going on, guys? LoganJYA here, and we are back to formula with the Gravekeeper Dragoon deck profile for July 2021, and we certainly did add some spice to this particular list. If you saw the title or the thumbnail, I'm sure you know what's coming. But I don't want to ramble for too much. You guys know I used to perform with this deck back in the day, got a little bit of a kick out of it when we won that side event, and people liked it. Now that we're in a Drytron heavy format once again, it's about time to take this deck off the shelf and show you guys what it can do, especially with some of the new toys we get to play with. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to keep the basic stuff brief. We've got triple of the Gravekeeper's Commandant, same as last time, searches out your Necro Valley. Still playing the one Headman, brings back the Commandant to make a Verte. Pretty simple stuff. The one Red Eyes Wyvern to send off of your Red Eyes Insight, still mandatory. I like playing the Insight package, I think you should too, because it gives you a more consistent route to your Dragoon. And we got Red Eyes and Dark Magician, essential pieces of summoning your Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. That's it for the monster lineup, same as before, as consolidated as ever. It's how it needs to be. Moving on to the spells, I'm going to go, again, super quick through the stuff we already know. Triple Necro Valley. You gotta have it. It's one of the key namesakes of the deck. Triple Necro Valley Throne, which searches out either one of your Gravekeeper's monsters, which is another route into the Necro Valley. And of course, we are still abusing the triple Royal Tribute. Make your opponent discard every monster they have in their hand. Say goodbye to hand traps, say goodbye to your Tri-Brigade monsters and all your Drytrons, and once they're locked into the Necro Valley, what are they doing with them? Nothing except for losing, that's what I like to say. Now for your Dragoon package. Triple the Red Eyes Fusion. Triple of the Red Eyes Insight. Need I say more? This gets you this gets you Dragoon. Pretty simple stuff. It's one of your main, it is the main win con. Moving on from there, maximizing consistency up in here. We're playing Triple Pot of Prosperity to dig deep. This is a lot better than Extrav in all reality because it doesn't force you to draw into pieces, which is something everybody knows I always end up doing. So your maximized consistency, I feel like this one's pretty essential. But if you don't want to buy that, then you know you can probably settle for Extravs and then buy 3 Dragoons. Have fun with that one. Here's a quick divergence from our last list. I'm main decking Triple Dark Ruler now, instead of the droplets. So here's the thing, you're playing the Drytron matchup and they put up their Ultimateness IP Beatrice board, right? You're gonna have to fight through probably 2 Herald of Orange Lights in hand. Now, however, here's the problem, right? You spend your droplets on them, yes, maybe you'll get a card out of their hand, when you're doing it in response to the Herald of Ultimateness's effect, but you're going to be spending a lot of resources to do it still if you want to hit off that IP as well. I think you get a bit more blanket application by using the Dark Ruler no more at less of a cost, and it is quite relevant. You do need to hold your cards because this deck does not necessarily accumulate advantage like a lot of other decks do in the current metagame. So as an anti-meta deck, we have to be conservative with our resources, and our going second cards have to fall in line with that ideology. That's why we're playing the Dark Rulers over the droplets currently. However, the droplets do still reside in the side. Now here's the new engine, guys. Oh baby, this is fun. I'm playing 1 Engage, oh yeah, 1 Hornet Drones, and 1 Widow Anchor. Okay, so again, I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned it in previous deck profiles, one problem that this deck has is applying pressure. So this gives you an alternative strategy in case your Dragoon gets outed, as well as additional pressure and a whole lot more. It is really a good, concise package, and what I really want to amplify here is that you now have 2 more 1-card Dragoons in your deck with these cards in it. So I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. You know we like to do a little bit of bonus content at the end of there, so I'll show you guys how to do that in case you don't know. It's the same way they used to do it, making Nightmare what's it called? Mermaid. Yeah, Nightmare Mermaid. You would climb into Phoenix or Cerberus. It's the same deal. You only use it to make Verte instead. And then the Widow Anchor, you could use this for an Eagle Booster, which is good to protect your Verte, ensure it's going to resolve. Or I went for more of a offensive / defensive card, right? So, you have this in your hand. It can stop a negate, or it can be a defensive card. You summon your Dragoon to your extra monster zone and set this, and you're pretty well set. Now, I know that doesn't work if you're going the Verte route. However, I still think it is the most applicable Sky Striker card. And if anybody dares comment, why don't you play Shark Cannon? I'll just tell you to read Necro Valley, okay? Thank you. Alright, moving on from there. 1 Terraforming and 1 Mystic Mine. I still love these cards. Well, love and loathe Mystic Mine. But in this particular deck, it is really, really strong, really good. I've considered bumping this one up to more copies in the main as another going second option. However, it gets even more clunky. You have too many field spells, and it's not as much fun. So we just play a few ways to get to it. That's it for the spells. Going through the traps, I kept this lineup the same, but I got to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm thinking with it. Still doing triple torrential and triple strike. We cut the crackdowns for the Sky Striker engine because we just wanted more consistent ways to get to the Dragoon, as well as a secondary engine that can apply pressure to the opponent's life points. So, and as well as the fact that Dryden is now banned, we're not going to be snagging Zeus as often and making them into our own Dryden and Zeus. We still can do it, but I'm just theorizing that it's not going to be as applicable as before. We also play the one Metaverse to get into the Mystic Mine or the Necro Valley. Now, I want to make mention of the fact that I'm thinking about going towards Floodgates. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Something like there can be only one comes to mind. There's plenty of other Floodgates out there. I want your guys' take on that. Let me know what you think. But that's the trap lineup right now, 7 strong. Alright, that does it for the main deck. Let's slide into the extra deck, okay? So, of course, you need your Sky Striker token to go along with your Hornet Drones. Pretty nice, right? We get to play Engage, maybe draw a card, pretty fun stuff. Alright, 1 Dragoon, 1 Verte. That's all you need. We're playing Pot of Extravagance. We're not playing Pot of Extravagance, we're playing Prosperity, so we don't need to go any further than that. For the Sky Striker package, I'm literally playing one of each because there's no reason not to. Seldom will you ever touch the extra deck. And in the slot of the Zoos, I said, alright, screw it, let's just throw in one of each Sky Striker and one of each different rarity as well. Yeah, this is just a good, quick, easy way to climb into Verte or apply alternative pressure if the need arises. So, you can play an alternative strategy a little bit as well. So, it's a fun thing to have in here. I'm testing it. I'm curious to see how it works for you guys. Let me know what you think. And then, obviously, the 1 Link Spider. This is actually mandatory to get into the Verte with the Sky Striker combo. Moving on from there, 1 Cerberus and 1 Phoenix for utility purposes. 1 Geonator Transverser, same deal, utility. 1 Auza to yoink cards out of the opponent's grave if it comes up. Obviously, Necro Valley doesn't let you do that, but it's just another flex spot pretty much. And then I'm still playing the Super Polys on the side, so we got 1 Muddy Mud Dragon, 1 Window, 1 Construct. This should probably be a Shekanaga, but as of right now, I have it as a Construct. You can put this as any other Super Poly target you prefer. And then 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. So that is that for the Super Poly targets. And now to wrap things up, let's take a look through this side deck. We got triple copies of the Inspector Border. Another means of applying pressure, an amazing stun card when you're going first. I think we all know how good this card can be, and you bring it in against the matchups where it does the most work, right? Follow that up with triple Cosmic Cyclone and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for the back row removal. Pretty much an essential package. I don't necessarily prefer Twin Twisters for the same reason I don't prefer to main the droplets. You gotta conserve your card advantage. Moving on from there, triple Super Poly, another board breaker right there. The discard 1 can be a little painful, but it is an amazing utility card to clear off boards. And then, yes, I am still siding the double droplets because sometimes in those certain matchups when you know you're going second, you really want the maximum chance of being able to out the board. So you do want the droplets in there. And for the final slot, when we know we're going first, triple Judgment to stop those annoying blowout cards. Alright, that's everything for this list of Necrogoon. But stick around for a minute, I'll show you guys the Striker play in case you guys don't know about it. Alright my friends, time to show you the old reliable Sky Striker play. It feels so weird to have this card in my hand again. Playing it in 2021, Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. Now this play gives you a 1-card Verite. It can either be Hornet Drones or Engage that gets you to Hornet Drones. If you see both of these cards, the Engage can get you the Widow Anchor. It's pretty simple stuff. But yeah, without further ado, let me show you how this play works. So obviously, first and foremost, you're going to activate your Hornet Drones. That's going to summon out your Sky Striker token. Alright. This play is very simple, so this is more for the beginner players who just aren't familiar with this particular play. You summon Kagari and you add back Hornet Drones. Quick key point, if you have Necro Valley on the field, you will not be able to do this, which means if you open with this card and this is your route to Dragoon, you have to attempt this first before activating the Necro Valley. You can just get to the Kagari step and add this back and then throw down the Necro Valley. It will not stop you at any other point going forward. So you get back your Hornet Drones, you can turn your Kagari then into a Hayate or a Kaina. It doesn't matter, it just has to give you that down pointing arrow, okay? Pretty simple stuff, can be either one. So then we just activate the Hornet Drones again, not once per turn, go figure, summon the token again, link that token off into that card we mentioned earlier, that Link Spider. Where did I put that guy? Hold up. There he is. Put down that Link Spider. This card can also be a Link Karibo, whatever you prefer. I chose the Link Spider in the situation if you need to swing with it, if that were to ever come up. So just wanted the more attack points. To affect monsters, turn them into Verite. Verite effect, pay 2,000. Send Fusion, send your materials, summon Dragoon, tell your opponent to have a nice day. Pretty simple stuff, guys. So that is that play. Again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm your boy LoganJYA. Come through to the streams. We host free tournaments every Wednesday and stream about 3 days a week. You all rock, you all roll. Thank you for being here. LoganJYA signing off. Have a great day.